I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Express.com. So you're going to look for up in Google Adobe Express, or if you go to express.adobe.com, it will take you to this login page. And what you're going to do is you are going to go to log in with your school account. Off to the right there, you're going to log in with your school email. It's going to take you to the Oakland Schools page. And then you'll log in again. So just follow the prompts to log in. So this is the Adobe Express platform. If you've already created a project, it used to be called Adobe Spark. It should automatically lead you here. And you should be able to go to your projects and see your previous projects and get in and start editing them. For our purposes, if you're doing something new, you're just going to go up here to create a new project. There's all sorts of different, you could do a poster or a collage. So you could pick any of these and change them later. I go to the plus sign in general though, and I go down to collage because I want to collage multiple pictures together. Now I always skip uploading pictures here, and I'm going to upload them in a minute, and I'll show you why. If you choose random pictures from here, it's going to put them in the background of your collage and do it for you, and it won't let you move them around freely. So instead, I'm going to skip and not upload any pictures there. And then I'm just going to choose the best layout here. You don't have to be too picky about this. Do you want it a vertical layout or more of a landscape? It's up to you. You could even do square. There's all sorts of different print sizes and social media sizes there too. So your page, you can always crop later on if you want to. But technically, this is the collage options. There are all sorts of different templates you can choose from, or you can just work through scratch. So if you see something you like this, say, oh, this template changed the direction of my page. So that's okay. Whatever it is, so now it's a vertical orientation. That's fine. What you're going to do is anything you see, you can modify. So for instance, I can click on this text and I could change it to my name. With the text, I can also change the size. I can change the color. I can change the font itself. So you have lots of options. You can center it. You can left justify it. You can make it transparent if you want to. You can also change the shape. You could add a drop shadow, outline. So anything that you add, you can go in and modify. Same with the pictures. I can click on these pictures and I can replace a picture with a photo of my own. So this is where you can search for Adobe pictures, but I always much prefer to use my own photos. So I'm going to upload a photo and I'm going to go and just grab a picture from my file to use. And then once it uploads, you can shrink it and customize it and fit it to however you need to fit it. So this might give a little more negative space, but I can move it around and change it. So I can replace these photos. I can add in some icons. So there's different symbols. So you just click and drag them over if you want to add them in. Actually, you don't drag them over. You just click on them. With any of these, you can change the size, the placement, and things like that. There are all sorts of stickers you can add. You can change the background and so on and so forth. So choose where to add. Do you want to pin it to the background? Move freely. So sometimes it gives you some of these options. Now, if I add it somewhere like this, I can cover things up, but there's also layers in this as well. So sometimes I have to like send things behind or move things forward to make them show up where I want them to show up. And then sometimes if you choose certain templates, I'm going to delete that. I just pressed delete. If you choose a certain template, sometimes things are grouped together. So if you click on something and you don't see this right here, sometimes it'll say it's grouped and you just have to ungroup it and then you can click on the individual items. So if it says it's grouped, just click ungroup over here after you click on it, and then you should be able to access each one. So I could, if I wanted to, add some more photos too. I could search, like maybe I play tennis and I want a picture, of tennis. I could get a stock photo for that if I needed to. Just drag it over. I'm sorry, you click. I don't think you need to drag it over. Any of these I just did too. Just delete it. So I could fit this into the template, but you can kind of see the template's getting a little bit restrictive. So sometimes I just like to scrap the template altogether and just do a plain page. So I think I can go back and undelete. I can go back. I mean, I've done a lot of steps. I'm just undoing. Let's see. It's not letting me undo the entire template. So honestly, I'm just going to go back, create a new collage. And if you're not using a template, I go to collage. I skip over this part. Skip. And I'm just choosing whatever dimensions I want again. And then instead, maybe I'll just, you know, start adding my photos, upload a photo. And if you're just creating it from scratch, I mean, it's a little bit trickier sometimes, but upload, open. But now I can just like move it freely. I can add text. The text is really cool because there's all these really cool kind of pre-done text for you. So see here, if I click on this, it's grouped together. So I have to ungroup it. And now I can click off of it and click on each thing individually and set and like put it in there. So I really love this font. So I can just write my name. I'm going to make it a little smaller. And you can just modify it from there. That's weird that it's doing that. It's very tiny, actually. Will that make it bigger? Okay. So I might have to stretch this longer to make it go out. Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. So now I can just go here and modify that one. I can drag over stickers, icons, or just click on them. Sorry, you don't drag, and modify those. Okay. So anyway, you get the gist. You just keep adding things until it looks good. And then from there, you're just going to download it when it looks good. So I don't know what I did, but it clicked and it said I needed to reload. I'm just going to let it do what it does. And it took me back a step, but that's okay. I can fix it. Okay. So some of these things I have to ungroup. Some of them I just have to remove. But I'm just going to add interesting things about myself, different pictures. Oh, one thing I want to show you is this is really cool. If you click on a picture, there's filters, there are enhancements, there's blurs, there's different ways to crop a picture. So like right here, it says crop. You can crop it into squares. You can crop it into a shape, which is really cool. And you can move your picture around if need be. Just click off of it and it should, or the check mark, I'm sorry, we'll set it. So I could just add in all sorts of cool little things like this. Pin to the background, it puts it behind it. Or I could have moved it freely. I want to replace it. I don't like it. But you can see you can add in all of that stuff. Okay, so the final thing is once you're finished, you are just going to download this. So you can click up at the corner and you're just going to go to download, and you can download it as a JPEG, which is just a photo file, or a PNG. Either one works. So I'm just going to click JPEG, start download, and then it will save it. Once it downloads, it should show up in your downloads folder. Right here. And then I like to copy it, Control C or right click and copy it, and then just paste it right into my OneDrive graphic design one folder. So I have a ton of folders, as you can see, OneDrive. And then I'm just going to go graphic design and paste it, Control V.